My friend, someone that is great for agriculture, great for Kentucky, and with her teammates here tonight, our state is fundamentally better off with her in office than with the alternative. And someone who calls The Sound of Music her favorite movie, Representative Kim Poore Moser. Yeah.
So much for hosting this. I really appreciate everyone being here tonight. Oh my gosh, this is a terrific turnout and a real testament to the fact that everyone here cares so deeply about Kentucky, cares so deeply about our district here, and really about the issues that we've worked hard to put in place over the last 3 years. Certainly we have worked well in the majority. We've gotten a lot of things passed. We have added $22 billion in economic development in Kentucky. We've passed more pro-life bills and life protections than ever before. And we are just moving forward, not only economically, but on some of the things that I've worked hard on, and that is healthcare. I truly appreciate being in the position that I'm in to really be able to work on these issues. And I guess I could tell a little story, and Chris McDaniel knows this. Before I was ever elected, I was asked to kind of help out on the Heroin Impact Task Force, and it was with a group I didn't know a whole lot about. I do have a background in healthcare, and so I understood that we had a drug issue, but I didn't understand fully the impact that it was having on our community, on our state, and everything really that we care about this issue was touching. And so I sat down with the advocates, the parents, and the local officials who were working on this issue, who were all very concerned about this issue. And we all went to Chris McDaniel, who was working on putting together kind of an omnibus bill, if you will, on, it was the heroin bill. And we were looking to get more funding for treatment. We were looking to get, really just put things in place to be able to support individuals who want to get help and get out of the cycle of addiction. And so fast forward a few months, Judge Knockelman, I think he had to leave, but he came to me and John Stanton here is in the back, and they came to me and kind of said, will you help us implement all these great things that we've put in place? And so we kind of said, what does that look like? And we got a ball rolling on really putting some positive policies and some policy or some things that are really making a difference to people, making a difference to families, making a difference to our criminal justice system. And we've got a long way to go, but we are making progress. And so I'm happy to say that was really kind of the beginning of my, I had done some work on legislative education, but that was really the first piece of legislation that I worked hard to help pass, help advocate for, and I'm really privileged now to be in the position, in an elected position, to pass my own bills. And we have reduced opioid prescribing, the number of prescriptions. We've put new treatment in place. We have all sorts of great advocates. Kristen and Mindy are here with the peer today, talking about peer navigation and how to talk about reentry for folks. So, we do have some really good things going on. We've got good things that I want to continue to work on. We are working on workforce development. It's another key piece of legislation that I worked on last year, just to simply allow KEYS money for trade school, because we've done a really good job of stigmatizing trades, and I think that we need to stop that. I think that we need to allow students to earn their scholarship funds for whatever they want to do in life. So that's just one example. But we have some really fabulous things going on. We've got a whole great crew of people, and I thank all my friends for being here tonight. You can't believe what an outstanding crew we have in Frankfurt, and we are working hard to get a lot of things done. We do have a new governor. I'm looking forward to working with the new governor's team. I have not heard from a lot of the folks, but it's early, and I hope that we have some great things on the horizon. I know that I have an agenda that I want to continue working on. I know that all these folks do as well, and we'll see how everything shakes out. But I'm thinking positively, but at the same time, we're going to continue working hard to increase our economic opportunities, hopefully continuing with some tax reform. I mean, tax reform and some of the business-friendly legislation that we passed are the things that are making a difference and putting more money in your pockets. So I think, without further ado, I'm happy to open it up for questions. Obviously, I will be here for the rest of the evening, and I'm happy to take any questions, and I have a whole slew of people who can help me. I can phone a friend. All right, well, if there are no questions right now and you want to talk to me privately, that's absolutely fine. I'm also happy to come and meet with anyone. Thank you again.
Hey, excuse me, Representative Moser?
Yes,
I get to
Dr.
speak
Moser.
I get to speak to you privately all the time, but publicly not so much. So actually for the panel,
Yes.
how do we, and I asked Mark this the other night, he had a good answer, but how do we attenuate executive orders from our governor that we don't necessarily agree with?
Well, we do have to be vigilant. We have to pay close attention to things that are coming out of the governor's office. And like I said, we're willing to work together, but if there's something that we just out and out disagree with, we simply, we don't have to codify it. I mean, things that come out of the governor's office through executive order do need to be codified. And so if it's a bone of contention and something that we don't feel moves our state in the right direction, then we will not codify it. Is there anything?
They all turned around.
I know.
They're all looking at
The other thing that I will say is, as committee chairs, a lot of us are committee chairs, and there are regulations that come through that we need to pay close attention to.
We are the legislative branch. We make the laws.
Right. And so if the governor wants,
Comment too.
right.
If it's against the Constitution, I will take care of it.
There you go.
So, while there are opportunities to work together, there are also places where we need to, pay close attention to what we feel moves our state in the right direction. And that's not always political. It's not always partisan. There, and especially in my world, I work on healthcare primarily, so it's pretty easy to be nonpartisan. Not so much for everyone here, but at the end of the day, we all care about Kentucky. We care about our communities, and that's why we're here. So I would like to take this opportunity, since everyone is wrapped with attention, to ask my friend John Stevenson if he would sing My Old Kentucky Home. He does this for me in every event. So it's a special gift that he has, and I appreciate his being here and always being so supportive.
I appreciate that, Kim. I look out in the audience, and there's 3 doctors here that have saved my life. Dr. Bonnie, Dr. Shear, and your own husband, Dr. Neil Moser. And I'll never forget when he walked into the emergency room, and he looked at me, Kim, and he said, "John!" I said, "Doc, you better get in here and save my life, or your wife's going to lose a vote."
And every vote counts.
That is the truth. And I never will forget when Dr. Shear had me under the knife ready to operate on me, and had all the lights on and the nurses around and Miss June around, and he looked down and he said, "You are going to help Kim Moser get elected." I said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And it was a very wise move. And I'll tell you one thing, when the good Lord made man, he looked down and he surveyed the situation and he said, "Oops." And he said, "I can do better than that." And he made the ladies, and one of them was Kim Moser. I'll sing this song for you that Happy Chandler taught me back in 1968 when he came up to speak, and he said, "Son," poked me on the chest, and he said, "I'll teach you how to sing it." I was president of the student body, and he said, "But you got to sing it from your heart." So tonight, I want to sing this from my heart for a special lady, a special man, and a special family. I used to work for her father, Dr. Floyd Poore, as his Deputy Secretary of Transportation and Commissioner of Motor Vehicles for the state of Kentucky. And before that, Congressman John Breckinridge. And I really appreciate the honesty, the integrity that this young lady has in office. And this song goes like this: in honor of my wife at home with a sore tooth she had to have extracted by emergency. She said, "John, you're the toothache, not the tooth." I shouldn't say that, but it's true. And the song goes like this. Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the children at play. The corn tops ripe and the meadows are in bloom, and the birds make music all the day.